Have you ever noticed something strange? Some people find it very difficult to love themselves, and it's not because they are bad, but they try to do it as if they were trying to fix something broken, as if because this love is missing, there is something wrong with them. I used to feel this myself, as if something inside me was off. Like I needed to become better first before I could finally relax into myself. You've probably heard phrases like, accept yourself, just love yourself. Paulo Coelho once wrote, if you want to love yourself, first learn to love others. It sounds beautiful, but it still leaves one question unanswered. What exactly are you supposed to do? And here there is one skill, quiet and almost invisible, but fundamental. It is the ability not to cling to negativity. Remember a moment when you sincerely and deeply loved someone. You saw their flaws, but in that moment, they had no weight, as if your attention was tuned differently. And this state can be reached. You have already done it unconsciously. In situations where everything seems like a dead end, difficulties, pressure, the feeling that there is no way out. You worried about it for hours, for days, and then something happened. You let go, not because you solved it, but because you stopped fighting. And suddenly, everything became lighter and the solution came, simple, almost obvious. But the situation itself did not change. The state changed, and with it came access to solutions. This state has been described in different ways. The Stoics called it Amor Fati, love of fate, but not in a naive, optimistic sense. In a very practical one, it is not when you simply accept what is happening and drift with the current, crashing into the rocks. Instead, you say, this is part of the path. What good could this lead to? I choose to be with this. Not because you like all of it, but because you are not resisting reality. Because reality itself moves from black to white, from bad to good, the way day replaces night. And in that moment, you notice that reality stops pressing on you, and you do not get stuck in negativity, but allow it to pass through you so that it can be replaced by something positive. There is another concept, less precise but close in feeling. Romanticism. When you begin to slightly embellish life, as if everything that happens to you has meaning, as if this is a chapter in the book of your life that will end with a happy ending. Try this thought form. My world is taking care of me. As an experiment, you miss a flight. Instead of, damn, how unlucky. Try, I wonder what this protected me from. You broke up with someone instead of, it's over. Try, what good thing has just been given space to enter my life? This is not positive thinking, it is a change of filter. I knew a person who lived in this state constantly. From the outside, it seemed that he had a perfect life, lightness, humor, attention from others. But when I got to know him better, what surprised me was that the same things happened to him as to everyone else. Problems, mistakes, losses. The difference was only one thing, but it was radical. He did not get stuck there. He could feel heaviness, but he did not live in it. As if there was something inside him that remained stable, like the sun still shining even when hidden behind clouds. And then I understood that the issue is not life itself, but what you choose to pay attention to. Take back this power and this ability to choose which you have deprived yourself of. Our brain is very lazy, and because of that, it tries to automate everything. If you believe that the world around you is hostile, the brain will agree with you, and it will begin to gather proof for your point of view until it becomes the pattern of your thinking. until one day you wake up in a world that you yourself created. But you have a tool, attention. Whatever you direct it toward becomes your reality. At first, this will feel like effort, as if you are lying to yourself. But that is not true. Treat it like training. When you were a child learning to read and write, you were not pretending that you already knew how. You simply tried and learned to do it the right way. And over time, it became natural. It became yours. There's one more thing I have noticed. Most people are afraid to feel joy because they think it is temporary. They are afraid to get used to something good now, so they will not be disappointed later. Be fearless. Think about this. If it is temporary, then why not enjoy it while it is here? Why not live it fully? If it is temporary, then all the more reason to enjoy it, because you deserve it. Now, I want to show you one simple practice. If, like me, you remember the days of radio receivers, then you know how they work. You turn the dial, tuning it to the frequency of different stations. Somewhere there's harsh white noise, somewhere there are anxious news reports, and somewhere there's pleasant music. And for that, you do not change the radio. You change the frequency, and the sound you like appears. And your state works exactly the same way. You do not change life. You tune yourself to see its brighter side. If you want not just to understand this intellectually, but to actually enter that state, I will leave the full practice in the private section.